The exams are not designed that you study hard for it and get 100% marks in it, or maybe 99 or 95 or something like. I've seen most of the people, students, making this mistake. When they approach exam, their main goal is to get good marks in exam, and that should not be the case. Their main goal should be learning, understanding stuff, and it's a bonus if you get good marks in exam. But if you turn it around and just only focus on exam, you will overtrain it, right? So basically, when I started learning AI machine learning, my first initiative was to understand how human learns and something. I did a little bit research on that. I couldn't understand that well, but still started learning machine learning. When I actually learned machine learning, I understood human brain more better. A lot of insights from there really help us how human brain works as well. So from there, I could tell you that there is something called overtraining in AI. So in AI, basically, if you heard about models, right, training these kind of sentences. So we train on this, like model train on some kind of training data set. And the goal of model is to predict exactly what it has in training data set, right? And the goal is to predict exactly 100%. And when they do it, and how we test it is basically we come up with some examples which were not part of the training set, and we try to get the prediction on that. And that matrix tells how well we are doing, right? So very similar to exams, they have this training thing, right? So over there, we basically work on test example. And that test example, lot more time I've seen this thing when model trains to 100% on training data set, it performs poorly on test data set, like 70% will be the accuracy or something like this. But most of the time what I've seen, if model is trained like 85% or 90% on training set, it could not able to understand 10% on the thing. There the test score was very better, like it was same 85 or something like this, where previously the model trained for 100 and only got 70%. So I've seen a lot of instances where that happens, and that because sometimes what model does, it overtrain, like it try to memorize instead of understanding it, like they have poor generalization. And same thing could happen to students as well. When you make only focus to just crack the exam, you will find tips and tricks to clear the exam, but your general understanding will be shit. And when the real world, when this test example, when the things which is not out of your textbook, then you behave poorly well. So make sure that you learn, understand things, not for exam, just for your life goals or something bigger. And the side effect should, the side effect of that thing should be like getting good marks in exam. But if purely focus on that, you will mostly memorize and find a tricks and trip, and it will not work in your favor. One of the good, beautiful example I remember, Samsung did it, right? If you remember, Samsung Moon was very clear and everything with their camera. What they did, they overtrained on the AI images of moons. So basically, on the training side, they trained so hard on the moon example. So whenever a glowing bulb or something I try to capture, it will make it look like a moon or something like this. So that happens. That is overtraining. Their goal was to not have a clear, good picture, but they misaligned with the goal. Their goal was that if somebody clicks the moon image, it should be the clearer or something like that, because that was the benchmark on the social media. So they have this wrong purpose, and because of that, they got a lot of backlash. So remember, that has impacted the reputation of the company so much. Same way with your exam, you might perform good on that number or something, but you will be terrible in the life exam. So I hope that helps you. Do let me know your comments and suggestion in the video, and if something similar you faced, I will love to read them.